Hello, and welcome to my fourth book critique. In this video, I want to discuss So You Want to Be President, Bud Not Buddy, Holes, Locomotion, and Cry the Beloved Country. For my featured text, I selected So You Want to Be President by Judith St. George and illustrated by David Small. This Caldecott Medal winning book falls under the biography, informational books, and picture books genres. So You Want to Be President explores trivia about the presidency and provides biographical information for 42 American presidents and some of the vice presidents, including their education, prior occupations, and personal lives. As a history major, I like how it provides a snapshot of who the presidents were and what they did, in a way that is both attainable for younger children and engaging for older children and adults. I like how the author and illustrator use the text and pictures to infuse humor and even subtle sarcasm throughout the work. Finally, I like the message the book promotes. I like that it encourages all children to relate to the presidents and the presidency while inspiring them to do great things. While So You Want to Be President is a fantastic book, it is limited. The original version only contains 42 of the presidents and a small amount of vice presidents. The updated version only goes up to president number 43. Therefore, as an elementary social studies activity, students will select one president or vice president that the text did not cover. Using the prompts provided by the BioCube generator from readwritethink.org, students will research the individual's life, including their education, prior occupations, personal background, and significance. Students will then print and fold their cubes before sharing them with classmates, creating games, and using them to help with studying. On the left is an example of the printed version for a finished BioCube on Barack Obama. On the right is a screenshot of the BioCube interface from readwritethink.org. For an elementary math center activity, students will create a math scavenger hunt for their peers using So You Want to Be President. Using a word processor, students will create word problems using the operations and concepts that are relevant to their current math lessons. For example, regrouping when subtracting, or two-digit multiplication. The scavenger hunts should include at least 5 word problems. Students can use both the main text of the book and the list of presidents found in the back. The students will then print their scavenger hunt for their classmates. The following day, the same center groups will complete 1 or 2 scavenger hunts created by their peers. This is one example of a scavenger hunt that students can create using two-digit multiplication. An example question is, what is the product of the number of siblings Benjamin Harris had and Ronald Reagan's age when he first ran for president? I will now discuss the remaining books in this week's critique. Bud Not Buddy by Christopher Paul Curtis is the winner of the Newbery Medal. This historical and realistic fiction novel is about Bud, a young African-American orphan living in Michigan during the Great Depression. When Bud becomes angry with his foster family, he sets out on a mission to find his father, using a jazz concert flyer that his late mother left behind as his only clue. I like how Bud Not Buddy sheds light on the Great Depression era in African-American culture while creating realistic characters for readers to sympathize with, like, and despise. Holes by Louis Sachar is a winner of the Newbery Medal. Holes is mostly realistic fiction. This young adult novel follows Stanley Yelnats, a boy from a cursed family who is unjustly accused of a crime and sent to Camp Green Lake, a detention center located in the desert. There, the camp leaders demand that the boys reform their characters by digging holes. However, Stanley quickly learns that something else is going on. I believe this novel can be an excellent book for reluctant male readers. It is fast-paced, has relatable characters, and contains adventure, mystery, and elements of fantasy. Locomotion by Jacqueline Woodson is a National Book Award finalist and a Coretta Scott King Award honor book. Lonnie Collins Motion, nicknamed Locomotion, lost both of his parents in a house fire when he was only 7. Lonnie then became an orphan, was placed in foster care, and was separated from his younger sister. For years, Lonnie struggled to come to terms with his situation, until one teacher encouraged him to use poetry as a means of self-expression. Locomotion stands out because the entire book is told by Lonnie through his poetry. I love how this book is highly relatable for all readers, and exposes students to a wide range of poetic formats and devices. Cry the Beloved Country by Alan Paton is a realistic and historical fiction novel that is set in South Africa just before apartheid became law. It won the Ansfield Wolf Book Award. Cry the Beloved Country follows Stephen Khumalo, a Zulu priest of Christian faith who leaves his small village for the bustling city of Johannesburg in order to reunite his family. Only he finds out that his sister is in trouble and his son is a thief and accused of murder. I love this book because it provides historical context and reflects the controversy of apartheid, a topic that is not often discussed in history class. I also love it because its messages regarding social injustice, racism, poverty, and faith are still relevant today. Thank you for taking the time to review my book critique. Hope you have an awesome day.